Yay! So I'm here. I'm here. Hi, Lizardman. Hi, Espa. Lizardman, have an amazing dinner. Also, thank you. I'm on. It's not even like 1 or 2 meters away. That wardrobe that had my notebook for like 2 weeks. And I wasn't able to find it, and I started crying to my mom, like, I can't find it, and it's important. And she was like, you mean this? Yeah, I got my notebook. Look, dude, mom's have magic powers to make things same, but my mom also have the magic power to make things disappear. So in that one we work together in creating the chaos, but I can't solve the chaos while she can. Don't even bother looking for numbers, I just ask my mom. Oh, for me, sometimes it's like my mom is working and I call her up. So like, hey mom, I can't find. Oh, I found it. Yes, definitely. As soon as I start calling her, or maybe we talk into like a few seconds, I find the thing because it was right before me. But I definitely have that sometimes, not my vision, but I can't recognize or notice things sometimes that are like 15 centimeters before me. I have perfect vision. I can see things that before me. I don't know why. Like, mine skips and they don't exist. Perfect balance, disappearing things to make things appear. Yes! I do that a lot. And like, it's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. Oh, I didn't fail pronouncing it. It happens quite a lot of times. So it doesn't help that we are still packing out our stuff after painting one room. Like, it's been 2 weeks and we are still packing back out. It took us 1 week to get things together, and now it takes us 1 week to get things at their place. Well, I guess this is life. Oh, let me get on topic. Now that I have my notebook, I see what are the things that I supposed to do. I also feel like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm actually missing one of these. So let me just edit. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 things that I need to do. So I really want to start out with finishing the characters from last time. I started doing the coloring of stream. Didn't get much done. So like, we have the boss and the or biker Thor. I'm like, boss and this dude. And I need to color the rest. So that's where things are right now. I want to do that. I don't like actually the sun's color scheme, so I need... Oh, hey! Yes? Last time I said they weren't... Yes, I colored the two of them. Hi, Clover, hi! Today I will try to go through a design for one of your commissions. If is that okay? Because I haven't done an official coloring scheme and still have things to do with that one. So I kind of want to do that because things are piling up. So I'm gonna do Clover commissions and ice commissions today, after I finish coloring this. Okay, let's start coloring this. Yes, let's hate these. I kind of want to have Hades like a different color scheme from Erebos, because Erebos symbolizes darkness. For this guy, actually, let's go to him. Like, even from what I remember, dark blues were his thing. Maybe one dark blue, like a set of grey black pants. Let's match the shoes with the pants. Keep it simple for him, like just the regular good old white socks and the shirt. I kind of want to do the opposite for Hades, because they already have this opposite but at the same time similar vibe, like the brown eye with the blue, the blonde with the black, but at the same time the blue and blue in their hair. So it will be interesting to match these two up. Like, for example, a white pant, because why not? Also Converse. that is like one of the funniest details, that is just like, yeah, I'm going with my Converse. Converse actually is our gym shoe where I live. So when you go to school and you have gym classes, you have to have this kind of shoe, or the teacher's like going to yell at you for not having proper attire for the lesson. I the good old times. And big Converse school gyms. No, instead, there are these cheap knockoff Converse that are being sold at stores. Yeah, that's the one that actually most students can afford. They are Converse, but they are not branded. I actually like that blue one. I don't want to change that one. Might be a little... I mean, with this guy, you can't go too bright. He has the ability. Yes, I can speak. I definitely can speak. Ooh, let's maybe make like the neckline. It's so white. I should get some for myself one of these days. They are comfortable for a short period of time, if you're talking about the shoes. I wouldn't recommend the usage for every situation, though there are people who can rock that style too. Why did I do the checkered shirt? I don't know. Same. That's why I'm telling for me. I think in high school when my feet were a little better, not even in high school, elementary school was the last time where I wore Converse, like these cheap Converse, for a long time. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Emmy. A week. By this time next week. I honestly feel we are still going to be just packing. Packing out or just looking through the room. 1 week! Yes, 1 week from now! Yes! Sweet, sweet vacation. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with the trip. Wait, the gold. I almost forgot that he needs like gold accessories. Because one of the biggest thing with the Hades that I want to create is that I really want him to be the... I might have some money, but I'm not going to tell anyone and show up with Rolexes and so on. Like, that's the kind of character that I want this one to be. Like, yeah, I don't have money. Like, that's beyond. Yes, get the dinners. Have an amazing meal, Zerman. Bye bye. See you later if you come back to see us or not. Main thing, have an amazing meal. Ooh, let's bring his hair color back as an earring in the gem. I mean, the gem in the earring. Nice. Some minor touches like the bed. Let's keep them. Because it's back to Erebus because he already has his color scheme laid out. I started writing down this story like yesterday. I was like, okay, I'm so into this story that I think it's time for me to try to write down as much as I can about it. It doesn't going well. It doesn't going bad because I know myself. If I have a good start of a story, I'm probably going to stop working on it pretty soon. That's sadly just how I work. But if anyone interested in what I have wrote down so far, I would be happy to send it. Like, I kinda need honest opinions about how bad is the start. Like, is there place for improvement? There is definitely place for improvement every time. Or just if anyone interested in how this story starts off. Like, I have the start, the very start. Like, chapter 1, this is how the plot starts. Sorry, my brain, this isn't braining much today. It's alright, Emmy. And the Darklight right now have like a word salad. Like I'm gonna throw information at everyone. I kinda not doing okay myself, but I wanted to start early. And I'm also waiting for a storm. So like right now I have so many information. And that's why my brain is not braining either. It's just like, woo! Maybe have like silver buttons on this cardigan. He has like, I'm going to college. But I'm... and he's like, I have the drips. Okay, let's focus on the sun. I actually don't like this initial color. Like, I don't like neither the hair or the eye color anymore. Oh, help, Bululu! Hi! We are doing a little revision with this character. Hi, how are you, Rev? I hope you are doing amazing today. If you're here, Bululu, let's spam Bululus. I forgot to bring up my emote window. Boo, 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 boo. I really wanted like brown hair from the mother, but maybe I should have gone like into this deeper brown to emphasize more the face of this character. Maybe the hairstyle was a bad decision. We are going to see. I mean, I suffered with this hair already. No, I haven't done anything yet today to be healed. Like, I got my medicine and I got home. That's my total achievements for today. That I went to the store. Or wait, to the pharmacy. So I still have way to go before I could be healed. I still have a long way to go. Okay, that looks like a giant forehead. Let's... It was definitely the hair, but I don't like about this design. Oh yeah, that... Oh yes, with the full bangs it looks better. But at the same time it's confusing now, as it can be. But that's okay. And I think first I was kinda like, let's do a hazel eye, but I think the color that I picked wasn't, yeah, hazel enough. This is like a little bit better for all intensive purposes. Ooh, the storm is coming, finally, some cool down. Like, today, our weather, I think we had like 35 Celsius again, which is 92? Yeah, 92 Fahrenheit. So we had like a chill day in bed. We finally get a storm. Oh, I like that brown so much better. Okay, yeah. What is your color scheme? Angry tree. I mean, maybe gray pants? I mean, yeah, I haven't seen a high schooler in long time. This is like the worst possible option with the background that I have going on. And also I know that this was quite a popular choice when I went to school to have grey pants. And the loafers. I'm mixing and matching styles, I think, at this point. Like, these were not cool at the time when I went to high school. That's what they look like, the comfiest shoes. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, go back. It's okay, Emmy. Take your time. You are amazing. Oh, why have I done this? Okay, I know what I did. Can I close this? No, why did you throw me to this page? Yeah, you. I don't mind you. Can you go away, please? Or like, disappear there? Oh yes, oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, 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 I fixed it. I fixed it! Took me some time, but I did it. Should we have a flamboyant color or just go into the sad beige? A brown direction. I mean, with the gray pants, like a brown shirt wouldn't work. Unless it's like dark brown or really light. Doesn't the black shirt is kinda on mood. Black t-shirt. Maybe with his favorite bands that I haven't made up yet. At the same time, I feel like we need like a pop of color. If it's to his father. Even though he had grey and so. So we have quite a lot of blue. They go pink. Let's go with red. So maybe like a dark wine red. and white for the belt. Maybe like logo, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about when I do stuff like this. Yeah, yeah, I like this direction much better than at the start. And now comes the queen herself. Yeah, reindeer onesie. The reindeer onesie above all. A little brighter. Yeah, because they have fun colors. Yeah, yes, they the perfect color. I'm kinda lost about what to talk about today. Does anyone want to chat about something or just we should just chill and vibe with the music? What do you guys want? Company voice chat? I don't know. I'm kinda little scared that I will get distracted if we have a voice chat, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. So I don't want to be a bother. It's quite late. No, Mike, you are not going to fall over. Mike for a second was like, I'm gonna fall over. I don't know what to do with voice chat. Like, I mean, if you want to have a call, Espa, feel free. Only if you are comfy with it. And I don't know what to talk about. No, we need a good topic. Aside, I don't dare to call people, so that's also why I'm saying I'm comfy with it, but I don't know if you are. I'm fine too. Did we even ever call before or were in a stream when we talked together? It might be a first. And Nico. We have never. Oh, it will be quite an opportunity. Okay, then I'm fine with it. I'm fine. A little nervous? Now I'm even more nervous. If you feel like you'd call me and I will pick it up. Give me 5 minutes. Perfect. My anxiety gonna be peak. Yes, I gotta jump to the next project. Yellow tulips, yes. Okay, I kind of feel like maybe the reindeer ones need some specs. But also it wouldn't be like a full-on reindeer one if it had specs. This still feels a little too empty, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm a D. And now with this, and maybe, yeah, I need to color on this one. And with this same yellow that I used here. This looks like the Hungarian railway logo. Not even close, but that's the color scheme, roughly. What have I done? Yeah, brown color doesn't work fine, but maybe for, yes, for him it works. It works for Hades. It's probably gonna work for Tortu. Other than the logo, don't touch the logo. So why? For him on his face, the light one doesn't work. Need the harsher colors on face. And Boswit is red. This work for the wasp. Yeah. So the coat kind of blends in. Not as much as, yeah, not Hades. I need that was go to blue. Oh yes, it works. Okay, no, I love this. I just need more white. Okay, that I need like a neutral background that is not also it's orange yellow. Yeah, it doesn't work with the other hand. Oh, this one. This one. Let's give the white line art to stand out even more. Okay, now let's pick something smaller and maybe not as white, maybe like kinda dark. Ooh. Are you a mosquito or are you a fly? I can see you. I like that. Funky the line art is because of the character. The line art is like, okay, we go there, but we don't go there, but we go there. They are strange on their own right. And that's amazing. Because now I don't like this coffee color. Maybe it was similar to maybe a darker one. Oh wait, actually, let's make it blue. Blue. And then for this. No, it's not too orange. What if I do yellow? Okay, this is worse. But with a light one like this. They actually look cool with the yellow. Oh yes, with the warmer one too. I feel like maybe we need one lighting moment. I'm not sure. Let's try to not there. Yeah. Like almost like an epic gradient around the crew, yeah. I don't like this color. So maybe a more vibrant. I actually like this. I like the orange and blue contrast. I said the orange and blue contrast is actually a curse from one of my art teachers. Because our teacher was always like, let's think about the complementary color scheme that you guys could work with. Oh, I know, blue and orange. And it was always blue and orange, and there was no running away from blue and orange. So after like 1 or 2 years, it was like, you guys need to do this. Ah, blue and orange. Didn't even had to think. Was on the right. And crop. Yeah, I don't like the coat for the boss. I need like a darker with this color. Oh yes. I see. Yay! I finished this process. Okay, let's. I'm jumping to the task that I need to do. So I'm gonna work on an alternative design for Clover. Wait. Wait. Clover! Are you here? Clover, 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 Clover. Clover, I know you gave me permission to everything, but can I work on your other design live? Should we do that as a surprise, or is that also okay for me to stream? Yup, everything. Alright, then we are doing that. So this is where, and I brought it up as a reference. So this is where I left off the planning. And I kind of want to work a little bit more on it. This is an amazing base for adult Clover. I feel like maybe I should add more. Just a tiny bit more. And the coloring scheme. Basically, that's my goal today. To do that. It's gonna be a perfect coloring. So I just realized that I gave him more human noise. Like, I haven't seen the design for so long. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I also done that. You can call if you need a chat partner. I don't dare to call people. I don't dare to call people. that's one of the issues. I'm sorry that I can't decide on this. I don't even want to say that I'm scared from having a chat partner. Like, I'm not used to it, that's probably the thing, but... Ooh, there you are. Yes, please. Yeah, yes, please. Yes, please. I will pick it up. I just... Yeah, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. This is like... Yes. This is fine. Okay, I see notification. Whoop. Hello. Also, wait. Not just that I can't hear you, the people can't hear you either. Wait, I need to... Wait, I said, hi, Ispa. Oh, there you are.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Yay.
It might be too loud.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can hear you. That's a win. People can't. Gotta do that. People can hear you. I just need to change this to this.
Yeah.
And now we have an Espa.
Hello, I am an Espa.
Yes. I'm taking the volume down. Can you speak again?
I am Espa, and I speak again.
Thank you. Now it's not peeking into the red.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah, I don't know what to talk about.
It's time to work on your social anxiety and have someone you're not used to in chat.
My social anxiety is like peak. But it's secondary also. I need to pull up chat. It kind of went away. Chat, where are you? Yay. I like seeing the glowing eyes with sketches.
Yeah, you do make some very beautiful glowing eyes with your different commissions.
Yeah, I actually like to do them, and doing the glowing eyes is actually an easy effect.
I would say it's kind of like a recognizable trait from your art style. Really the glowy eyes.
Yeah. Oh, true, because most of the time I have the eyes like on a separate layer that's always above the shading. Or I
Yeah,
just
I know.
or I just go and delete the shading on the eyes because I need them to pop out even more.
Well, it's important to have the eyes popping out. Like, often it says the eyes conveys a lot about like a character.
Yeah, also the eyes is like a window into the soul.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of
mostly
people
what
say
I
that.
think.
Like, you even have artists out there on Twitter that specialize only on doing extreme close-up to the eyes.
I know.
They make some pretty beautiful art, though.
Yeah. And drawing eyes is just generally fun for an artist. Like, that's one of the first things that we kinda learn
Okay.
after.
So eyes are the fun part for the artist, and then the hands are like the doom part.
Yes! The like it usually goes like the eyes first and maybe the head, and then
hmm
there comes the doom stage with the body and the body proportions, and then comes the hand, and the feet is actually the ultimate nightmare for some. Like drawing a bare feet, that's for many, it's like the absolute enemy that we can do.
We see artists talking a lot about like hands, but we hardly hear them talking about feet.
Yeah, because most of them they like cut off the piece before they would get to the feet or just put shoes on them.
I guess that's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
And then you have the other kind of artist who shows nothing but the feet.
Yes. And we are going to summon the VTuber feet connoisseur.
I'm pretty sure there must be like a subreddit just dedicated to VTubers' feet, honestly.
I knew that there are profiles collecting VTubers with nice feet into list. So that's the one thing that I know exists. But the subreddit is not too far off.
I didn't check if it exists, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Okay. Clover's design. We are
Hmm.
aging up the kitty.
She's becoming a full adult cat.
E.
She's not a baby kitty anymore. I have a joke in mind, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, on YouTube you need to be careful.
I mean, you know
Like,
the other word in English for a female cat.
yes, I know, we are not going to say that in any language. It's mostly like female dogs that are associated with that word, at least where I am. But yo, I'm not going to say that. Clover is nice kitty.
She's nice kitty.
Like precious and wholesome. But also can be chaotic, and we love the
Well,
chaos.
speaking actually of female dog, I did learn something that I was surprised about the B word in English.
Yes.
Like, since like all languages in the world, including my own, we translate the B word by Lady of the Night, I thought that the B word in English also meant Lady of the Night, but apparently it doesn't.
It means something else.
It doesn't mean anything. Just a bad word for women. Like I learned this with like Cersei, eh? Because I was like, huh? What do you mean? This doesn't mean Lady of the Night. And then we look up and yeah, no, in English it doesn't mean Lady of the Night. Apparently it used to like in the 16th, 17th century. But it fell off of use completely and of meaning like centuries ago. Now it's just a generic bad word for women, but it completely lost the Lady of the Night meaning.
That is actually interesting. Like,
I know,
wow.
right?
I mean, language do many things that are quite interesting.
Yeah, true. Like, it's actually a lot of languages that use female dog as Lady of the Night, actually, and I don't know why. Languages are weird sometimes, and it's funny.
Yes. Like, they always have their own little rules that makes them even more funny than... Oh, the sprouts! Yes, the sprout.
It is sprout.
Wait. Maybe no sprouts? I forgot what was the plan.
Now you think about it, the sprout looks similar to Bululu's sprout.
Yeah, Bululu also has sprouts. But Bululu sprouts are like... I don't even
And
think
that,
those are sprouts. They are like droplets or something that goes from the head. Because
and I'm
whatever...
pretty sure Clover has been infected with a Bululu.
I mean, I can see Clover hanging out with Bululu without a hitch. Like,
She's becoming a Bululu.
Clover is a kitty that I would
She
have
accepted, yes.
babysitting Bululu. Hi, SL Animations. The hell is going on? I'm working on Clover's design, and we have an Espa to chat with.
Hello. I am a disembodied voice.
You don't have a PNG? Wait. Oh, you don't? I need to pull out my artist power. I know that I have a picture of you. You even have your own folder.
And I have a foodie if you wanna.
You have a Fugi?
I do have a foodie.
Can you give
You
me?
need foodie. Okay.
Fugi.
I give you the choice. Do you want me to be female Espa or male Espa?
Both good. Both.
It's set on female currently, so you're gonna get that.
Okay.
Yeah, you have Linko.
Okay, I see. Control T and Control V. Let's do magic. Okay, I found it.
It's me, Espa.
It's a you, an Espa. Every month when we do the Twitter circle and people going like, you, and I hear Mario's voice.
It's me.
And the person's name with that tone.
Yeah, I do think the same actually. Like when I see that, I'm like, yes. Like, it's a me, Espa. It's a me, dog.
It's an Espa. Okay, will it load? Oh, it loaded! And it's a full body weight. I need to find you like a nice
Yes, I am
position.
alive.
Yes,
I'm floating.
you are floating. I don't know where to place you. Like the gorgeous head.
That's a good question, actually. How am I gonna be? Hmm.
Is that position right? Like not covering the chat, and also we can see what's going on the canvas. Okay, I think it's gonna work. I
That
hope.
seems to work good.
We can change it anytime. Maybe
Hmm.
later. We will see how much it's gonna be covering up stuff as I work. But yeah. So thank you for calling, because I really don't have any idea what to talk about.
It's okay that way. We find more ideas to talk about when we're two people compared to alone.
Yeah, like
Honestly, I feel the same. I feel the struggle sometimes when I'm streaming and playing, and I have like literally nothing to say.
also I recently saw that sometimes you are like completely alone. Like I feel bad
Yeah,
that I miss out on the streams.
I don't know why, but like the past few months, my viewership have been going down a lot.
It is interesting and sad at the same time. Like
Yeah,
I remember the
well,
baby Darklight days when I first started streaming, and I was alone. I had like one friend from school who were like, "Hey, are you okay? You okay? Good, and goodbye."
I surprisingly had more people in a more active chat at the beginning of my streaming career.
That is interesting, but also that's good to have like an active start, because
Yeah, it is good.
then you got used to having people around. I remember when I had my first through a few regular viewers, I was like, "Oh, hello! I remember you. And how are you? And what do you want from me?" I was so suspicious of people when I started out, and compared to
Yeah,
that, some of my regulars like we are best friends.
I can feel that. Like, they're not my regulars anymore, but a lot of my early regulars were actually um VTuber friends. Well, VTuber that would become my friends later.
Nice. Yeah, it's also nice that they were on the topics that you were doing, because they can give advice or learn with you or give feedback more accurately than sometimes just the watchers, because they might know solutions behind the scenes.
Yeah, let me know solutions behind the scenes, but what I've noticed is most of the time when there's a problem, people won't say it. People won't voice in.
True.
I very much noticed that. Like, there can be a problem, like I can have forgotten to take the like the I don't know, the background music, or there could be this and that, and no one's gonna talk about it to me.
Or you maybe stay muted for a while.
Yeah, and no one says anything. Like, and you're like, why you guys didn't tell me?
What I usually have going on is I forgot to switch the screen. With how many scenes I have going on, like 8 or 10, and I come back from BRB, I start working, I speak to people, and they don't know that I should be switching the screen. But I feel like we are getting much better at that.
Yeah, like in my early days, there were a lot of problem like that nowadays is pretty uncommon than to happen. It's good.
It's definitely something that you get used to with time. And I feel like you are doing an amazing job with how you run your channel.
Mm, I may disagree with you on that one then.
That's fair. We can agree on everything. I don't know, maybe because to me, like the con, I'm going to
Content?
butcher the word. The continuity of how you run your streams and the solutions and not solutions.
A continuity? What do you mean by that, actually?
So basically, what I mean is that every time I open an Espa stream, I know what I get. I got Espa playing game and having fun. And always on schedule or baking. And those gave me so much joy that I when I return and pop up on chat, I just see, yay, it's an Espa! I don't know
I
how to
guess
voice this.
people know what to expect from my streams, I suppose. But yeah, by the way, I don't know if you've seen, but speaking of baking, I've opened up a Tumblr blog now
I
about
saw
baking.
that one. I actually watch the Twitters as hoax because sometimes I don't know what to do and I'm just doom scrolling. So I see almost every post and response that you guys do.
People were hell into it, that's for sure.
With the recipes and so on. Let's go. Also, will you do the recipes like the most online recipe creators so that they rather than giving an actual recipe they give like a story that you need to find the recipe in?
I hate that so very much. Oh my god.
It has a reason, so it has a valid reason for sure, but yeah, it's
Has a
annoying.
valid reason, but to be honest, if I ever add a bit of story to a recipe, I will not put it at the beginning of the page. Like I give the photos, I give the whole recipe, everything, the advice and all of that, and then maybe I will tell a bit of story around it. Like I know the first information people want is the baking, so I gave the information they want first. And honestly, I don't think people actually give a damn about like the story behind the recipes.
Yeah, most people don't care about that. Like, surely the copyright is the one reason.
For copyright,
Yeah, the these recipe writers they always start with the story and hide the thing inside it, so nobody can copy their recipe, and they can keep the copyright over the whole thing. That's why they give like a full spiel of their personal story. So there is not the chance of someone coming like, ooh, I like that recipe. That's a good recipe. Okay, I'm going to yonk it and sell it in my book.
well, honestly, I will like a lot of the recipes I do are highly inspired by some baking books I own anyway. So
Yeah, like I feel like it's part of the natural process of learning how to bake or cook. You
yeah,
are
I
like,
mean, like I don't know. I believe in sharing the information is better anyway. So
yeah, I
I
believe
prefer
in
to
that.
give like I will just give the recipe for free to everyone. Like if I become famous, maybe I will make a book just for the giggles of saying, "Oh, look at that! I made a book, motherfuckers." But that's about it.
Yeah. And it's wonderful to just share the opinion, share the knowledge with everyone, so
Yeah,
that we
I
can
agree.
Hmm?
Like
signed copies. Yes,
I'm, I do sign copies with like my calligraphy stuff.
yes, yes. We need the calligraphy more.
Yeah, I do. I do need to. Like I'm doing a bit of training on my own, and then I do need to. Probably next week I could start doing that, doing some calligraphy stream where you just see me write some stuff, I suppose.
That is amazing because next week is probably when I will get my vacation. I'm going
You
to
will be.
butcher that, but my holiday,
Ah, yeah.
my week off. Hi, Cap. How are you?
Hello.
And save. Thank you for saying to save because I almost forgot.
Don't forget to save.
Oh, I keep forgetting to save. Like it's a constant issue. This is why we have a
I
separate emote for it.
like I've seen several artists having a save redeem, so I think it's a pretty common problem among artists in general.
Yeah, like when you are into just the process of coloring and doing this and this and this and this without pressing Ctrl Z all the time, which I don't do. I don't use what are these key bindings.
Hmm.
I don't save that often. And we had times like when I was drawing like a big piece for like 3 hours and 3 hours in, it's almost done, and I'm like, oh, I haven't saved.
Maybe Photoshop or I don't know what application you use may do
It,
some
it,
auto saving.
it has auto saving, thankfully, but even then, within that period of time that I can set in, I might have finished the whole piece. And maybe just the second before the auto saves come, basically my progress is like, whoop.
Yeah, you're not sure, like it will save all your progress at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of
green.
design, I really like the new design of Clover here.
Yeah, I realized that Clover really likes these starry themes today as I
Hmm.
watched her stream. And that's why I thought that maybe like a code that reflects the galaxy would look amazing on her with like glitter. And already has like
Dazzle that Clover.
hmm?
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing, honestly.
You're pretty. Yay! Oh, and okay. I basically tried to bring back as many things from the original design that I could, like the glasses, the necklaces, even the embroidery pattern, which I think makes this design the most unique. All that heavy embroidery on the vest. We have the little bee. Precious bee.
It's a bee.
It's a bee. Also, this is funny because I
Now,
always get attacked by bees.
you got attacked by bees?
Yeah, like
Oh no.
like this year alone, I was stung 2 times. One time from a bumblebee, and the other time from a regular bee.
I, in my life, never heard of a bumblebee actually stinging anyone.
Hello. No, honestly,
From
both of
anyone
both.
that you have ever heard who's been stung by a bumblebee.
Hello, nice to meet you. No, honestly, it was my fault both times, so I can't fault poor bees for my actions. The bumblebee was like, bro got into the room, and basically we closed the windows because it was like the start of summer, so we don't get as much heat in. And bro
Mm-hmm.
was just chilling in the room, and I went to sleep. And the next thing that I know is that I probably kicked in my sleep and pain. I kicked the bumblebee and the bumblebee sting me.
I mean, that's a very common thing. It's like my mom got stung by a centipede on her during her sleep, likely because of that.
It does make sense for centipedes too. So yeah, the bumblebee was innocent. It was me being a bad sleep. With the regular bee, I was like, okay, I need to go do this and this and this. I went outside the house. That was like the first thing, and we have like a clover patch right outside the house. And I was like, yeah, flip flops are fine. I will just go through this. I want to quote Amber Heard from her trial. My dog stepped on a bee. So Dakar stepped on it. And it was quite funny because uh, it stung me. And I like, it's pain. I started panicking because why did I get stung? What do I need to do and everything? And then came the neighbor's cat. Little fluffy kitten, basically barely the size of my palm. So maybe like, I'm not sure it was like 8 weeks old or 6. Quite a young kitty and with full authority, like, you are going to look at me.
The kitty was like, "Look at me. I am the master here.
Yes.
You are the pet."
She actually escaped from home and was heading
Oh, no.
towards our yard. And with that meowing, I didn't started panicking because I had to look at the kitty. So the kitty basically saved me from getting a full-on panic attack. With just being adorable and look at me.
That's so cute, though.
I'm still so thankful for the kitty. And actually, I think it was like this week or last week. There
Yeah,
was
I know you said something about the kitty, like preventing you from having a panic attack.
yeah, that was the beasting time. And then she was like, yeah, you guys got a nice house. I will just walk in. Oh, you got trash? Let me look through it. Also, in the meantime, I actually learned the kitten's name.
Oh, what was it?
She's called Fluffy. Like,
Eh, I mean,
boyish in Hungarian. And yeah, Fluffy. There is no better name for that cat. Ooh, I need this back.
mm. Speaking of fluffy, it's like my parents, they actually have a Persian cat. You know, those with the big ass long
I
hair.
know.
And it's so funny because she looks so big, like with all the hair, she looks so big. But then when you like lift her, she weighs nothing. Like she's not even 2 kilos.
Try to bait those cats. Like that's sometimes the funniest thing when I see them. They give them bath, and suddenly the fur disappears, and you just find a really skinny cat looking up at you.
Yeah, because she's like super tiny and skinny, but she look just look big because of all the fur.
Yeah, fluffy cats are amazing. Like I had one time when I had a Birman cat. So
Hmm.
it was basically just a house cat because it was made from. I had a black mama cat,
Hmm.
and the black mama cat get together with a white Persian. And basically, they had almost like pure blood looking kittens. For the Birman kind, they are like Siamese and just regular Persians mixed together, and they have little socks.
Hmm. I think Berman is still like it's a better choice maybe for fluffiness than Persian. I don't know, because Persian cats you need to brush them every single day because
Wait,
of
wait,
their long
I'm
fur.
sending you a link of how. Basically, my cat was like this. Okay, picture is not going through. I'm going to screenshot it. It was this, but without the extra white socks.
Oh my God, she looks so cute.
E. And this came from a house cat and a Persian. And a full litter. Like, we had 4 kittens, and all the 4 of them came out like this. We don't know
Oh,
how.
so cute. Well, it might have an explanation, I wouldn't say, but
What did I suspect at the time is that the black cat probably had like Siamese in it, and mixing it with the white Persian right away, it just brought out the 2 genes that had to have to make this cat. Like that's my only explanation why this ever happened to me. But I love that cat so much. It's in
it
quite a
looks
while.
really beautiful. The only I like long-haired cat are very beautiful. The only problem I have with them is usually you need to brush them every day, and their fur can get tangled when they go outside, and it's a pain afterwards.
Yeah.
Like they're beautiful, but they're better in other people's houses than mine.
Also, we have like sticky grass on the yard, and not with the long cat, even with the short haired cats, they come in and they are full of little balls as the
You have
grass is.
those balls too in
Yes, we have.
like those tiny round balls with like some curly spine thing, and they like latches on every single animal out there.
Yes, and not just on animals. So it's right underneath our
Oh yeah, and
clothing
like
line.
on socks and everything. Yeah.
Hi,
That's
Overlord.
some
Hi, how are you? I hope you are doing
hello, Lord.
amazing.
Yeah, we have those two here when I like hike or hang out in the garrigue with my parents. Like sometimes my socks are just covered in those,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I spent like afterwards also half an hour just removing all of those like sticky balls from my parents' dog. Like he has them everywhere.
Yeah, I do that with my cat. Especially with Militia, the one that sometimes comes inside and interrupts the stream. She's the princess of the channel, I think. And she's the one who like meow meow meow, full of meowing, and then I try to pet her, and then I see that her stomach is full of them. Because she probably laid down in the grass. Like, why did you do this? Oh, Genshin, not genius. Oh yes, Overlord. I'm doing great. I'm just learning how to make a good Genshin team as a hero. Let's go, Overlord. You got this. Today we talking to Overlord of downloading Genshin again with Clover, mostly Clover and me. And now we are getting the result.
You're converting people into gacha games. I can't believe it.
Yes. I mean, if the gacha game have like a rough in a diamond story, it's worth it.
Honestly, if like there were not the gacha mechanics, I would actually love playing I would love playing that game. I would love playing it, but the gacha mechanics really throw me off on this one.
Yeah. Like, it would be amazing if probably by the in-game quest, instead of a gacha, you would have like a redeem system. Like, I think maybe a little gacha would still work, but maybe like you got soul points for this character and now you can unlock them. Or if you put
Yeah,
this
I
much
mean,
points, in-game points into this.
yeah, maybe you could like even make some things like in order to unlock the character, you like without gacha, you need to complete their quest line. Like they have a quest line you need to do, like
Yes,
that revolves around that. You unlock the quest line, and this quest line unlock the ability like to use spend points like you mentioned in it to unlock the character. That would honestly be the best.
yeah, that wouldn't mess up the flow of the game at the same time and still give that. You
Yeah,
would,
give an alternative to the gacha, but you know that a lot of the players will still go through the gacha likely, but will at least give an alternative that is viable.
yeah. Why do I want to put stars on the whole design? Clover, I
Stars
might overdoing the
everywhere.
stars.
She's a star kitten.
We need more stars.
More, more.
Actually, maybe let's do more on the glasses. Like, it originally have, like, stars on one of the chains.
What if we put stars on the bee?
Stars on the beam! I mean, it actually could work.
Yeah, maybe
Spark,
like a non
spark,
like one.
spark, joy, yes!
Yes. Speaking of bee, there's it's always funny because like there's a HEMA club that is not mine, but they often hang out with our club from time to time. Like they're from a different city, but they're like an hour away from with a highway from us, so it's not too far either.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they call me up, and I have zero explanation why, but their like logo is a bee,
A
and
beam!
so it's a bee. So all the people from that club when they come over, I don't know if it's the case when they're just between themselves, but whenever they come over, they always come in yellow and black HEMA equipment. Like they go full on yellow and black, like the bees.
Maybe that's like their mascot?
Yeah, it's their mascot. I will not give the name of the club, but the club is also referencing bees.
They are
I have
full on
no.
brand then.
Yeah, it's a full-on brand. The name, well, the name is like bee in Latin. Uh, like they always wear black and yellow, or even like black and yellow with stripes and all, and
That is
And I
amazing.
have no idea why, because the city they're from has
No relation to
no
bees?
connection. Yeah, it has no relation to bees.
I mean, that sometimes happens.
Yeah, I mean, why? Like the only thing their cities, well, the only two things their cities is known for is for having a huge fortified medieval city
Mhm.
and for making cassoulet. That's all they're known for.
I mean, that's an achievement too.
I guess, yeah. I mean, their medieval city is pretty damn big and beautiful, but why the bees though?
Why the bees?
What of these days? Like, you're just gonna find one of them and be like, hey, why the bees though? I wonder if they even know. Maybe it's like something from the original creator of that HEMA club that they forgot, and so they just keep it for without knowing why.
That actually would be funny, and it actually happens quite a lot. When they keep forgetting what was the funding of some rules.
They
But
just exist, but nobody knows why they are here. They just, mm.
because
Or that's it's because they are the bee's knees.
I also had that in my head. Thank you all a lot for. But instead of beanies, I would have said like they are the bee's knees, and I said the same thing. Perfect. Darklight, you are doing amazing.
Yeah.
I just repeated the same. That's okay. I mess up quite. This is fine. Like this is absolutely not those kind of stuff. Those
Mhm.
because originally Clover has like these 5 point stars
Okay.
on the chain. I'm kind of thinking like how else could I bring back more stars? And suddenly I thought about having the brooch because the top is quite similar, so maybe by the heart size, a star like brooch could work. Like here, maybe
Hmm.
maybe it's like a star kitty.
Kitty.
Like let's start off with the base of a star like this, maybe with extra points, and have like the kitty branding inside.
That's a pretty damn smart idea.
I feel like this could be like a lore plot point why Clover has this brooch. Like something developed between the two designs or met people who gave the brooch. And it almost looks like a lion because of the stuff.
It's because she's a lion inside. She's a cute kitty on the outside, but a fierce lion deep inside her heart. She's fierce.
Powerful Clover. Let's go. Okay, this also let me add I have a silver gradient on hand. Only during Among Us. Let's I mean, playing Among Us with a lion heart is amazing. You would be the bravest imposter ever. Yeah, here comes the question: where to place this? I don't want to place it in the middle like it's a big charm. Oh, there!
Yeah, right in the middle. That works.
Wait. Like, that is like the perfect shape. Wait. Yeah, now I'm happy. Now I'm happy with it. Maybe just a tiny bit of catch light. Like, that's the last move. Catch light. To give those eyes like a little soul. And I don't have to. I actually have, but it moved. Oh. Okay, I moved the wrong thing. Yeah. With the white lashes. There we have a clover one. Not a model, just a plan. I will send this to you, Clover. Actually, let me zoom it out. It's not a bit more so that you can see the hands. And whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And yeah, we ran out of topics again. But what should we talk about?
Oh no. Well, next month, I guess I will need to I'm gonna need to talk about Dragon Espa.
Dragonismo? Yes. I remember. That's a big thing I remember. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and I'm going to do Rev's commission.
Okay.
I'm saving this.
It started as a joke with Overlord the Cross when he raided me. And I was like, why not?
Let's go Dragonispa. Like, that's gonna be like a surprise. Like, probably no one would expect that design from you.
Yeah, it's just a little funny thing to do. Not, I don't know, just funny.
Sometimes all you need to do is the funnies. Because the funnies keep you sane.
Yeah.
And they are fun. Okay, now I'm saving the references because I forgot to do that. And I forgot to place them into the folder where they should have been. Okay.
Oh, and I also asked Oak Sentinel about making Incubus and Succubus Espa.
Oak Sentinel is an amazing artist, and they are like a master of their craft, and I always say that, but they truly are, and I can't wait to see what they create next.
He is really amazing as an artist, honestly. I really love what he cooks up every time.
Like, for me, the dedication that every piece have, that he creates, just, it's phenomenal.
Honestly, what would you say about like an indie game that use Oak Sentinel designs? Or use Sentinel as the concept artist?
Are you guys doing an indie game? And just an
No,
indie
but
game?
almost. No, we're not doing that. But honestly, if I were to do an indie game, maybe I could hire him as the concept artist because honestly, he would make some awesome shit.
It would be awesome. Like, right away, the first thing that came to my mind is that an indie game that would beat Elden Ring. That was my first idea. Like, I know that within as an indie it would be hard to do, but at the same time with their style, it would be so amazing. Like, you guys cook up a story with that designs and everything, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I would be scared to play it, but I would go like, okay, yeah, we are doing this.
Honestly, with his style, have you seen the game? Have you ever seen or played the game of Blasphemous?
No, but I saw you play it.
Yeah, it would be, I guess, something like that with a hyper detailed pixel art using Oak Sentinel as the base or the pixel art. And I guess it would be kind of like that, like some kind of a Metroidvania-esque game where you just move around and then beat big ass bosses.
That would be epic. So thank you, Deb. I'm glad that you like Clover's design too. Now I'm working on your commissions because your commissions are. I want to say that they are easy, but at the same time they have their own challenges. So yeah, but also yeah, that game would slap.
Well, yeah, I guess that game would slap.
Like, I don't know any better word that I would say to that because just the style of the art would be gorgeous. Also, if you would be able to find a programmer who could also
I mean,
program those bots fight as
I'm like a software engineer in real life. Well, mostly work in cybersecurity, but I do have like spent 6, 8 years of my life just doing some programming and stuff. So I do know my shit
wow.
about programming.
I didn't knew that. That's interesting.
I do know how to program stuff. I don't know how to program a game in particular, but I do have programming knowledge at all. So I don't think that would be too complicated to learn.
Probably not if you have the right base for it. After all, like, I barely have any coding knowledge. I have to admit. So like, I'm baby. I barely know.
I would have the knowledge for making the games, but the art I'm not in. I'm not your guy for that.
My limit is that if you gave me an RPG maker, I can make an RPG game for you.
RPG Maker is really easy to put to like use.
Yes.
Must be
And,
some
and
people
you
have
can
done some
hunt
pretty
down the
good
right
things.
plugins for everything.
And honestly, some people have done some amazing games with RPG Maker.
I know. I actually love RPG maker games. Like, in
I
my
actually
eyes,
do
those
like
are
them too.
peak. I really want.
Yeah, I don't. I barely ever play any, but at least on stream. But I do be loving them. I do be loving also the horror games made out of RPG Maker usually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, some classic like The Witch's House, Ib,
the
some other
Crooked
stuff like that.
Man.
Yeah.
You speak my language. I like.
By the way, if you know all these, have you played Anne?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, so you do need to play admin. I think it's
Probably.
well, let me check. I think it might be free. Yeah, it's free on Steam. It's an artist on initially it's an artist on YouTube, but I was love making a lot of animations, some cute animations, who decided to make a game that pays homage to all this classic RPG Maker horror game like Ib, The Witch's House, etc.
Can you type the
And
name out for me? Because I'm.
yes, I can even give you the link, I suppose.
Please do, because
Wait, how do you
I'm not
do?
gonna lie, I'm a weakling when it comes to horror games. So most of the time I actually just watch playthroughs. That's why I know like half of the knowledge of horror RPGs. Because I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. Someone else suffer with the running. Until I get the story, I'm fine. Oh, I know this one! I mean,
Me.
I see this. Wait, let me check.
Oh God, the
Oh
TV.
yeah! Oh, I know this one! I know, this is actually the reason why I want the newest RPG maker.
Really? Oh, this one was a recent one, but oh my God, I played it a long time ago on stream. It was so fun. It was so good.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it so much, honestly.
It has like a nice twist and horror elements to the entire game from what I remember. And just the meanings, animation, and even the puzzles were fun.
Yeah, it was really well made. But yeah, RPG Maker makes, I don't know why, but RPG Maker is actually pretty good at making horror games.
It is. Because they.
Oh, and I mean,
How
technically,
to say this?
like, recently I'm playing Fear and Hunger.
Yeah,
It's an RPG Maker game,
I know.
and it's good.
The,
And it's peak, how do you say? I think there's some people who dislike RPG Maker because it is extremely accessible and there's a bit, of a like how do you call that again? Some basically they feel like only the plebeians are using that because it's too easy. The smart ones do some other stuff, but honestly, it's not because it's easy to pick up. It means it's gonna make bad games.
yeah. So like, I saw people who didn't like it because of the art limitations that they have sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I can get that,
But at the same
and it
time, you got like masterpieces like and that you just show that is like it's a full on story.
Yeah, you have Anne, you have Fear and Hunger, which is amazing, especially in terms of lore, and Fear and Hunger 2 is even better, like crazy, and you have even some other ones like Ib, which is amazing as well.
One of my favorite RPG Maker artists are actually Mibashiba. They are Japanese creator. They also have a YouTube channel, and they are ice. Reverie. But what did you just do?
He's paying you for the commission. He's giving
You
you
already
extra tips
paid
for the
me.
commission.
Thank you,
It's
thank you.
extra tipping. It's tipping culture.
Don't tip me. Don't have that. But just thank you. Thank you, Rev. You are amazing. Don't run. Why did you do this?
Oh my
Thank you.
God, I just saw there's also another RPG Maker game I really loved. Do you know One Shot?
Yes. One shot is
It's
amazing.
almost.
Also, the mechanic that makes one shot one
Oh
of the
yeah,
peaks.
the whole thing where it like moves files on your computer or modify your desktop like background and shit. Oh my God.
Also, it's really like a one shot because as soon as you pass away, the game deletes itself. Like that stakes that game comes with are like, woo!
Yeah, it was such a unique experience, honestly.
It
I
is also
really love that.
the
I really love that game. And the art and direction was really good. I really loved well, I guess it's a classic, but like the dark blue that is broken up with the yellow bright eyes of the cat. I forgot the name of the cat.
I forgot to. I know it's the one shot cat.
The one-shot cat and the light bulb. It was so amazing. And the one-shot cat is honestly super duper cute.
I don't like what I'm doing right now. I don't like it so much. Yeah, I need know that, right? You are not going to use a base. You can do this.
I believe in you. Chat, give your power to dark light. Raise your hands. I don't know, but every time I uh I say like give your power, I give you my power or stuff like that. And you see the scene in Dragon Ball Z where everyone is raising their hands to make the Genki Dama.
I don't know that, but I never watched Dragon Ball, but run!
Okay, it's okay.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. We might have enough members at this point to add new emotes. We can have the
Ooh.
hydrate emote finally. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot.
Whoa. I want to see what you're gonna cook up for new emotes.
I actually have emotes done. Like,
Are you just waiting to be like put into
yeah.
YouTube?
I appreciate my artist. I'm gonna make you. Like, this is one emote. And I misspelled it. Because that wouldn't be me if I didn't misspell it. But I'm gonna smack you.
She's gonna smash you.
Yes, it's a smash. And we have the hydrate with the little cup. And then we have the hack packs. And this is the free mode that waits right now.
I like how Bululu is so small. You actually pet
With
Bululu with a single finger.
yes. Bololo bring us the earth juice. Yes.
Bululu is just as small as Nova.
True. Like we done the height meme. I know you know that one. At
Yeah.
this, and even that Bololo is on Nova's horn. This was a must pairing for the two of them. They're small and beans.
Small. Honestly, she looks like a child right here. Nova looks like a child in this meme.
Yeah, because so small. And then it turned out that she wasn't the smallest. This became a challenge. at this point. This drawing.
Because of the perspective. The angle.
So I've been using like 3D models quite a lot recently because it just speed up the whole process.
I mean, that's a good thing to do, I would say.
Yeah. And also I'm like, sometimes I just need to challenge myself. If I can still actually draw like stuff from scratch.
Yeah, that's understandable. But I mean, using 3D model is still a good thing, I would say. I mean, like, my profile picture image, like, I can
Yeah.
send it to you again, but this one.
Yeah, the one where you holding your chin with 2 fingers, right?
Yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah. The artist did use the 3D model to get the pose right. And it turned out amazing.
Mm. Like, 3D models are a tool to use.
Yeah.
Like, I'm honestly on the opinion that everything can be a tool for artists to boost their creativity. They just need to use it right.
Exactly.
And because many people doesn't use some of the stuff right, that's why many things get ruined. No, I need to make more anger into that eyebrow. So do I see right that Rev is cooking again? Who let Rev cook? Amazing comics, but I'm also scared. When I get back home tonight, I'm gonna make a comic that popped up in my... Yes, that's Rev cooking. That's... Yes, you are awesome. All of you guys are awesome, not me. Ispa is awesome. Clover is awesome. Rev
No,
is
I am
awesome.
not awesome. You are the one who's super
No!
duper awesome. Yes.
No! I'm not willing to
Yes,
take it.
you are awesome.
I'm not. I'm far from awesome.
You are a big, awesome artist.
No.
Mm.
Now that I still have a long way to go.
I mean, acknowledging you have a long way to go doesn't mean you're not awesome either.
I'm not awesome. I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to let this fight go.
You are awesome. Really?
No. I take this fight really
Even
serious.
the fact that even the fact that you admit that you have a long way to go is also a sign of being awesome, because you are like humble and know what you can do and what you cannot do and where to go next.
Oh, I'm not
You
that
are awesome.
So I don't think that this is humble. That's more like I have a low self-esteem. And that's why I can't take the compliments. Like, honestly. But also, it's quite...
You are awesome, and you have to accept it now.
No.
Mm.
No, I'm not willing to accept this. You need to force me. Not actually force me. This...
You know what would make Darklight realize how awesome she is?
No.
A more gifted son.
No. No, no, don't do this to me. Please don't. You guys are already doing, like, everyone just, you guys do so much for me. Like, the fact that you guys are here, the fact that you are right now talking to me, like, means the world. And that they hang out in the chat all the time, it's something that I can never be more thankful about. And this is why all of you are awesome. Like, every time you pop up in the "Are you winning, son?" That's like a pure joy to see. Even though that might be your only comment throughout the whole stream, that just makes me so happy. And the fact that everyone is here. And I'm not alone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
honestly, a lot of time I don't like talk much during the streams, and I just say, "Are you winning?" But I'm actually just lurking in the shadows. I just like listening to you or checking your art, while I also do some other stuff on my computer.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
No,
I'm gonna cry now. Like,
I just like having your stream around while I work on stuff or when I'm just like doing games or whatever. I like having like a little distraction, and I like having your streams on that for that. Yeah.
I don't even make coherent sense most of the time, but this means the world. But most of the time, I'm just bamble about different kind of stuff that right now goes through my head and vent, and
And that's fun actually because I get to listen to a lot of different things from you, and sometimes there's topics that will pop and we're like, "Ooh, that's interesting," and you just like pause the game a bit and just have a listen a bit closer and stuff, you know?
like we started talking about food in Genshin.
Yeah, for instance, like I had food in Genshin, I had a stream like somewhere, and then they were talking about food, and I was like, and I just popped back out the button. The whole time I had your stream on.
The ones I lurk too, so I don't use Twitch too often, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the one time when I stream, I pop up and maybe like 4 times a month. Like, how are you guys doing? And all those times I always try to lurk in every one of your chat. If you are live, I probably have your tab also open. I might not listen, but I'm trying to support you as much as I can with the views. Because I have
Sometimes
like
I have noticed. Sometimes I have noticed you because I sometimes I do see
stream elements, which is just wobbling at the corner.
Yep.
So thank you so much, Ref, for the gifted membership. Thank you. I will need to catch up with chat. Like, I'm focusing so much on the drawing, and this chat is just so amazing that I might need to peek more often over.
No, you don't
I
need to. You do it if you want to.
I know that Rev said that they're gonna do a comic, so the comic's gonna be someone approach me and brag about kidnapping people without being seen. That's a crime. That's the crime we need to fight.
What was the comic?
It's in the chat. That is the description of it. Like a few matches is about.
Wait, okay, gonna be someone approach me and brag about kidnapping Bululu without being seen, only to make me just be home instantly as I know.
You don't kidnap Bululu. You don't want to kidnap Bululu. You don't want to see how dark light is when I'm angry.
Because we all know that the cutest beans are actually the meanest beans when they get angry.
I'm mean when I like. Nova's slowly learning that I can be like the one of the meanest people to my friends. And I say stuff without thinking. But yeah. Don't mess with me. Like, because I'm gonna fight. You take away my bululu, I'm going to. This is YouTube. Now I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna burn your house down. you, you took away my cat. You think that's gonna stop me? I'm gonna get back the what's mine, and you're going to pay. And I can't deny my horoscope anymore. And I went into a random topic. Okay, back to the chat reading. So I like the lipstick. The eyes are not good. But the lipstick and the
lipstick looks amazing.
Yeah. I had time to practice with Eva Nova that I recently made. Like, that one. Oh yes. That was the issue.
Yeah, very. If you kidnap Bululu, I think you need to put up a huge line of defense around your house, a huge perimeter of defense.
You need to expect the worst.
Like, you need the kind of perimeter of defense only like the US, Russian, or Chinese army could put up, honestly.
Yeah.
The most advanced shit or whatever, you know?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, we do need to make like a small comic about that, like someone kidnapping Bululu and then like he kidnaps Bululu and then a case later he's like, why do I hear boss music?
I need my own boss music at some point. I actually
What
need
would
to
your
reach
boss
out.
music be like?
That's a good question. Like, I think there is a friend or an amazing person who I met rather who I talk with. I might reach out like, would you be interested in an art trade? Would you create like a boss music for me? And I draw you anything, just equivalent exchange. And let's do it. This will be a bombastic gathering boss music. True. It's hopefully not going to be like the boss music that I like from Ring. That is one boss music that I like. And it's... I forgot the name. Phone, I need help. I need to call... I need to call someone like this. This is the billionaire show and I need to... I need... I'm trying to make joke and I can't joke. Like, joking is hard. But it's like the regal ancestor spirit or something like that. It's the giant deer.
A giant what?
A giant deer.
Okay.
It's like a completely not story related boss. It just exists. And it has gorgeous music and visuals too. Like, That boss fight in Elden Ring only exists to make you go, ah, this is amazing. Very, yeah,
Honestly,
the regal
I'm not
ancestor
really.
spirit. Hmm?
I've actually never really watched any of Elden Ring, which I know will sound pretty shocking, I think.
I watched the full playthrough of it. I'm a weakling to
Really?
play any kind of from soft game. But I realized that they have an amazing world building and the graphics, even with the Dark Souls game, are just. I think they are gorgeous.
I would say the first Dark Souls are not that great.
To,
Like the first Dark Souls, a lot of the designs are a bit unpolished, I would say.
yeah, you can.
A lot of design, you can definitely tell they didn't have probably the time or the budget to make some great
Or
stuff.
technology by the time that they created them.
Well, I mean by the technology, technically at the time there were. It's not like a game from the 2000. Even in 2000, you had much more impressive stuff. It's more that they were like a small team and didn't have a huge budget.
Yeah.
It's more something like that. That happened. They didn't have the hugest budget, and apparently they even didn't have time to like polish the game like they wanted to. They had very short development time. Which honestly, if you play Dark Souls 1, it shows by the end of the game. Like starting from the second half of the game,
It's a
you
little
can
rushed.
definitely tell. You can tell there was no like the polishing is rough. I am probably not going to make a lot of friends with this sentence, but I am actually not a fan of Dark Souls 1. I personally think that Dark Souls 1, like, it's a full of good ideas, but is in general very badly executed. And to me, it can't pass as a good game because of that. To me, it's too rough, too unpolished to be good. It has lots of good things, lots of good ideas, and well, honestly, the base is a pretty, it's a solid one, but you can definitely tell it was not quite there yet.
That is actually interesting. Did the second game make up for that missing
The second
part?
game, no. Like the second game is like the first game a bit worse, I would say. Like they've taken the third game is much better. Borderlands 3 is way much better.
It's like the Witcher free games.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
with the Witcher, I
honest.
actually played,
Mhm.
like, from the free games, I played the first one. And I started the second one. And with the second one, I was like, yeah, I threw the table over it. I'm not gonna play this. But I also heard, like, with that, the third one is like the best that exists from those kind of games. I got it on. That's why even.
Yeah, no, I definitely see it. Like Dark Souls 2 is like very cleaving inside the community, I would say. Like I know some people will defend it to their very last breath, but
At the same time, it still have things that it needs. So, like, you either love it or hate it, and there is no in between. Or rare. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't really comment on that one because honestly, I really just watched the gameplays of these games. Because I'm a weakling. But Ispa? Ooh, we might have an issue. Hello?
I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome back. I didn't notice that we had an issue.
Oh no.
Is the stream live? Are we still live,
We're
people?
still live, yeah. I think it might be my end, maybe, who had a problem with us. I don't know. Oh well.
For a second, I feel that I have chest pain because with my old
Yo.
PC, like we had like streams where I had to restart the whole thing like 10 times. Because we got an error message within the streaming software and it showed that the stream was still going on, but actually it shut down itself. Without telling me or notifying me. And I just got a flashback of that. This is fine. This is fine. Is fine. You still okay?
Yeah, I'm still okay.
Good.
I'm still alive. Don't worry.
I will worry.
No worry.
Be happy.
Oh yeah, but the other day I had the stupidest pseudo debate on Twitter about Elden Ring. Like, some people, and I would say I agree with them, say that it's kind of weird that Elden Ring does not have a pause button. Which, I mean, it's kind of like, it's not a big complaint, but it's like an understandable one, right? Like a pause button is not something that is out of the, like, weird for a game to have. But boy, the Dark Souls hardcore fan, they will tell you that adding a pause button will be against the very spirit of the game and that it would kill the game if you add a pause button for some reason. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, those sounds like extreme fans.
Yeah, you're like, it's just a pause button. Like, you click on it, you could pause and you can, I don't know, go to the toilet. And he was like, no, if you want to go to the toilet, just let yourself be killed. You can come back later. And they're like, what? But what if I don't want to be killed because I want to take a poop?
Oh, this tattoo design is gonna be my end.
I don't know, like they say it's against the philosophy or something of the game, which is about dying and coming back like all the time. But I'm like, you can have like games have that philosophy and still have a pause button, so
My
I
favorite
don't
one
know.
that just came to my mind is the Hades 2 one that the internet is full right now when you fight the Kronos, the god of time, and you try to pause the game and Kronos is like, nah, you don't control time here.
Honestly, that is fun. Honestly, it is not the whole game, it's a one-off thing, and considering it's Chronos,
Yeah,
I kind of like
it
that.
makes sense for not having a
Makes
save
sense.
there. And also fits the theme.
You know what it reminds me of?
Mm.
In Metal Gear Solid, the very first one on the PlayStation.
Okay,
Remember?
I know Snake because I follow Phantom Mint, but otherwise I don't know anything about Metal
I
Gear
don't know
Solid.
much about that series in general either, but like in that game, you do have an enemy that supposedly reads your mind, and it beats you completely. But the one way for you to beat that enemy is actually to change the port your controller is plugged in. And when you change the controller during the fight, like the port of the controller during the fight, he's like, "What is this? I can't read your mind anymore. How can this be?"
That actually sounds funny.
But they are kind of funny games, honestly. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of genius at the same time, you know?
I like those kind of games that they are like play with stuff like this. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Me and games are like farming games. And the Assassin's Creed games. The Darknet is out of games. Also,
Hmm?
Rev. Chat, what do you think of this sketch? I swear,
It's
this
pretty cool. I really like it.
I like it too. It's so amazing to have the
Yeah.
commissioner in the chat and I like, hey, do you like this? Very spicy pudding. I hope I got the evil green right. Because I remember that's the one thing that I really need to focus. Other than it's not. I'm not sure in the hair. This could be like a high ponytail or just full on let down, and I'm not sure.
What you drew it looks like a high ponytail.
Yeah, because the reference looks like a high ponytail to me. But I'm not sure that's why I need to ask. The hair is full let down. I knew it. I was messing up. It's okay. Then we go wild.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. The fact that you
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to talk to what is this sound? I heard the notification sound that I got terrified. What happened? Oh, we got a new subscriber! Yay! I don't know what's going on anymore. No worry. Darklight's brain is frying.
Brain is frying.
Yeah. I got so confused so easily. Like, you can see them most of the time on Nova's streams that Nova is talking, and I'm like, I'm confused.
Brain empty.
Confusion is my brand.
By the way, with brain fried, there is like a cooking, not a baking, but a cooking stream I always wanted to do, but I have never had the time to do.
What?
Like for a Halloween stream, I would kind of want to cook some brains all live.
Like actual brains?
Actual brains, yeah, you can buy those here.
I know!
You can buy like lamb brains.
I know!
But that would be so cool for a Halloween stream, am I right?
That would be epic. It probably would get interesting. But even then it would worth it probably. Also, if you are there, get marrow too, like bone marrow.
Bone marrow is very well. At least the bone in like the bone with marrow is easy to get, but it's less horror-y, like it's a common thing everyone
I know, but if
eats
you
every time.
where I am, like sometimes one of my relatives come to me and they say like, "Oh yeah, we had marrow on toast," and I look at them. You had what
I mean, it's pretty on toast.
on toast? They
Why on toast?
I don't know. It's a thing they do it. They try to offer to the. I'm a picky eater. Like I don't.
I mean, I
Especially
love bone marrow, but it's not something you put normally on toast.
they grill it and then with a spoon they scoop it out and they spread it on toast as if it was butter. And that's how they eat it. And I'm still terrified by that fact.
That's kind of weird, honestly.
The talking about brains, also you can get lungs and other organs.
Yeah, but the lung doesn't really taste good, honestly. It's like super spongy and doesn't have any taste, I want to say.
Where I am, they like to make like sour soup with lungs and with the kidneys.
Usually, well, I don't like the kidneys, pure taste. So usually, well, when I had my cat, I was basically cooking the lungs and kidneys, and I was giving it to the cat.
Kitty had the best life.
Oh, something we have that is very common, and that is actually a big specialty of the Southwest in France. It's duck and chicken hearts,
Pate?
especially especially duck hearts. Here they love making duck hearts skewers.
Okay, the skewer part is interesting, but here too they like to fry different kind of. Wait, what again? It's heart or liver?
It's heart.
Okay, then duck hearts are no, but chicken hearts always come with the chicken liver if you ever cook it.
We never I never had chicken liver and hearts together.
We,
We
we,
separate in. I mean, when you buy it, yeah.
we have them and my granny all the time there. Eat the heart too, that makes your heart bigger. You know, like the granny logic. And I'm a picky eater, and that the I can eat the liver. And probably that's the only organ that I can eat. And even then, only the chicken one, because the pork liver, especially when it
Uh,
comes in pate, I'm like, okay, this tastes weird.
I'm not a fan of liver in general. The only one I can eat is foie gras. But other than that, I'm not a huge fan of liver. But yeah, I
In the comments, be scared, Rev.
oh, and actually for the heart, I was joking with Cersei, but she talked me out of it. But I still want to hope for it one day. What if for like a Valentine Day dream, I cook hearts?
Oh my god, like, I can see you that you cook hearts. You make them into like a red stew or ragu or something. And you basically make a savory cake, which is like a giant sandwich with hearts in a heart shape.
I wouldn't make like a savory cake then, but yeah,
I know it
imagine
would be
cooking.
weird.
Imagine imagine you have a date with someone. It's Valentine's Day, and they give you a plate full of hearts, like of chicken hearts or pig hearts or whatever, and they
And
say, "I cooked you some hearts because I love you."
And they are
What is
arranged
it?
in a heart shape. Like, the chicken heart, like, in a heart. We are scaring people. And at the same time, we are just talking about food. Time for Roxy. Roxy is actually gonna be hard. Because
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about scary food, I think I have gotten my share of scary food in life.
can you repeat that?
Like, if you want to talk about scary food, I have gotten a lot of scary food in my life.
Please don't. Please.
Okay,
I, I mean, I.
I will not traumatize your people.
Yeah. That's
God is not here.
for Halloween. I will just make cherry flavored Danish with dark red food coloring. That was actually epic because the first time I went to the US, they got me Danishes, and I was like, "What is this? What is
What is
this dish?"
Danishes?
Hmm?
What is Danishes?
I, I can't even describe it. They are like the filled pastries that sometimes in
Kasumarzu. I know
supermarkets.
what Kasumarzu is, Reverie. Actually, we do, like, people talk about Kasumarzu in Sardinia, but in Corsica, they do have it too, unfortunately. Do you know Kasumarzu?
No,
It's actually an illegal cheese.
is it the maggot cheese?
It's a maggot cheese.
Okay, then I know. I saw pictures and videos of it.
It's actually illegal.
I know.
Like, Europe ban it, but there's still an illegal market for the cheese.
I mean, if the people wanted, they will get it. But
Honestly, I just imagine some guy just had forgotten his cheese somewhere and it got like rotten with maggots and he was like, yeah, whatever. It's extra protein and he just bite into it and it was like, it's actually pretty damn good.
this is about the same when you are like, oh, this was the best sandwich of my life. You turn the light on and you see that it had like a thick layer of mold. And it was rotting.
Honestly, it's like, like the here in France we have some blue cheese.
I know.
And like the legend around one of those blue cheese, the Roquefort, which is the most famous in France. The story about it is that some guy was like eating his cheese like in a cavern because he was taking some shelter from the heat. And like he had some rye bread and the cheese, and then he saw a fairy. And so he ran after the fairy and never managed to catch it. And then he forgot he had put down his cheese. And he came back a couple of weeks later and found out his cheese became all green. He decided to bite into it. It was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone about it now. What would you trust someone who comes up with like a rotten cheese and tell you they have seen fairies?
I feel like that person had more things than just rotten cheese. Maybe some poppy seed or not even the poppy seed. Just a good old ham.
What is it? There's that mushroom that it grows. Doesn't it grow on rye actually? That mushroom?
Oh yeah, and it was dry bread, so it probably was the bread.
Like yeah, it grows on rice. The ergot fungus, the one that it actually gives you LSD.
True! Let's not talk about that because it's gonna get demonetized. It probably already
Okay.
is, but it's okay.
It's well, imagine maybe there was that in his like that fungus in his bread, and he saw some fairy.
I mean, it's possible. Especially in the old times.
Yeah, I mean,
There is actually a food that I watched a video of today, and I want to know who, who in the earth and why did came up with this?
what food do you
Century
mean?
eggs.
What food? Hmm?
You know century eggs from Chinese
Oh
cuisine?
yeah, I know century eggs.
I need explanation. I
Mm, I
who?
can have an explanation for that, actually. So, I think things did not start immediately with the century eggs. Because there's another Chinese egg, which is the salted egg that exists.
I know that one.
So salt is very much used
A preservative.
as a preservative. So they must have used salt a lot for as a preservative. And well, actually, also the one that is used for century egg, which is what is it called in English again?
I'm
I
going to
forgot.
butcher it like I know the Hungarian word. You
Isn't
probably know
like
the French.
baking, like isn't like when you dilute a lot of baking soda in water, I don't know what it makes.
No. It's lime.
It's lime. Oh yeah, it's
It's
lime.
the
Oh, this is
limestone that they
the
activate with
lime.
water. That's the thing
So
that in
what?
Hungary we use for the walls.
Yeah, so either they knew that lime had also conservative properties, just like salt, and they sort of decided to see how it goes with that.
Yeah.
Or they were out, or maybe they were out of salt, and one guy was like, "Hey, what if we try with what if we were to try with lime?" It was like they tried it, they so it turned black, and it was like, I mean, why not? It like maybe he was hungry as fuck, and he just bit
Also,
into it, and he was like, "Hey, that tastes
actually,
pretty
now,
good."
now, now that we're seriously thinking about this, if they really discover it with the salt, they might have thought like most people, even in that ancient times when this egg was probably discovered, knew that the lime that they put on the walls, they have like different kind of properties. So
Hmm.
they have a clearing property, the lime wash that they put
Yeah,
on this stuff. Even in the house, we are mostly use it to prevent mold and stuff. So they might have been like, this does this, and we saw that this done that. What if we combine the properties of the egg and this? And I think at that time they might not have known that the eggshells are actually also made of lime.
yeah, they were probably didn't know that, but I mean, they probably knew something was happening anyway.
Yeah. So what are Rocky Mountain oysters? I need context.
Wait,
They are
what?
still sold in the America, especially in the western region of the country in California.
Rocky Mountain oysters, isn't that like a mushroom?
Or like oyster mushroom. That one trips me up so much.
Apparently no. Rocky Mountain oysters or mountain oysters or meatball, also known as prairie oysters in Canada, is a dish made out of bull testicles. Ah, it's bull's balls.
Ah, okay, that makes.
I know in Spain they actually eat bull balls as well.
In Hungary, mostly the Romani people, they have the recipe for rooster ball stew.
I mean, I never thought anyone would want to eat rooster testicles, but I mean, why not?
They do. They do. It's a delicacy. Because it's quite expensive to get as much so that you can actually make stew about it. They
Oh my
offered me
God, it's
once.
like,
I was like, no. Oh,
oh my God, it's like, have you seen? I think, well, a lot of them are, I think, troll accounts, but have you seen those carnivores on YouTube Shorts and TikTok? So, people who only want to eat meat or meat like animal-based products and no plant whatsoever.
no, thankfully not. I see the opposite.
It's like the opposite of a vegan.
I saw there are vegans who only eat fruit.
Yeah, well, there's like some of them only eat like there's the carnivores only eat meat, and I don't know why there's an unholy amount of them who loathe like taking a bull testicle, cutting it in half, putting a stick of butter in between, and just eat it raw like that.
Meat sashimi, let's go. That sounds terrifying.
And well, a lot of them says, yeah, that way you can get all the hormones from the testicles and get strong boy time. But I think they're just being dumb, honestly.
Yes.
Honestly, it's like, why would you even do that, sir?
It's better if we don't know.
We're
So
sorry,
much curse
Clover. I think
language I gotta go to the movie.
we have traumatized Clover.
It wasn't intentional, I swear. I mean, these topics sometimes just come up. Yeah, we went down the morbid lane.
The what?
The morbid.
The morbid? Is it really morbid?
I think it's culturally different.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to say that it's a cultural difference.
Yeah, it's like a good example of such cultural difference is actually about fish between America and France. Like here, when you go in a restaurant in France, when you order most fish, you're gonna be served the fish whole, with a head and everything, like the fish, basically.
The potion.
But like, yeah, but Americans are shocked by this because like seeing the very like head of the fish and all the features of the fish like that, it is disgusting to them.
That's interesting.
Like even like my girlfriend, so she couldn't like she's think this is so weird we do that and even at some point we rented a place in USA when we were traveling and there was like a host who was like super talkative and the host did mention he went to France and he actually said, oh, at some point I went in France and I asked for a fish and they served me the fish and there was still the head with the eyes looking at me and he was like talking about it like it's shocking. I was like,
Well,
no.
Cover also saying that seeing the head of the fish makes me feel guilty for eating the fish. I
Like
mean,
it's so funny. Like in America, people are shocked about this, but in France, people are just it's normal. And I'm pretty sure in Hungary it must be normal to have the head
yeah,
of fish.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mm.
But also, we are doing like
I love the expression actually of the art you're doing currently.
I like it too. So
She's
Hungary
a
and
mean
fish.
girl.
We have like an interesting dish that is called like fish juice. It's like a fish soup stew where we basically put everything of the fish in
Yeah,
and then they spice it up.
yeah, we call it then fish soup here.
I don't
Oh,
know
it's like
why, but
also
that this is actually cursed in Hungary. Like that's one when
really
foreigners come, don't try to offer it or offer them just to see them scream.
that's weird.
I don't know what they do with that dish. I think I might have tasted it and that's all.
It's like well, here we have a fish. Like we have a fish dish that is not cursed, but in the south of France, we have a fish that is super tiny, like just uh, like the length of a knuckle, really. So
Oh,
it's a
that's
super tiny fish,
tiny.
and we catch a lot of them, and then we dip them in flour, in egg, and and then into something for frying, and then we fry them, and we eat them whole actually, with the head, the tail, the bones, everything. We just eat
Almost like
them.
anchovies.
It's way smaller than anchovies.
Way smaller than anchovies. Because I know that there are places where anchovies are fried and eaten whole.
Yeah, but here they are like super, super tiny.
Makes sense.
Like you might need like 50 to fill you up. Like you're served an entire basket here of them.
From the
Let's see,
tiny
can I?
fish, the first thing that came to my mind is actually brine shrimp or sea monkeys as they were sold at places. And that's, for example, comes from the Korean cuisine. That they use them for
Mhm.
kimchi and so on, and they are just like half a nail, like tiny shrimps, like hey, whoa,
Oh,
in
we have
one
them
whole
too.
set.
We have like super tiny shrimp too, and we do just the same with the fish. We eat them whole after frying them. We
Yeah,
have the same here
that's
too.
probably prime shrimp. Those are, and they were sold as pets in the US. I think they are still probably
Really?
sold at places that you can keep them in a little aquarium and so on.
Oh yeah, I guess you can imagine the fish I was talking about to be as small as those. Like I see on Wikipedia, those fish I mentioned can go past 2 centimeters in length.
Oh,
That's really baby fish.
tiny fish.
Tiny
Okay, what
fish.
do I don't like about this? I don't like half the neck and the head. Yeah,
The neck looks too thick.
yeah.
Like the neck is disproportionate compared to the head.
Okay. I think actually what I need to do is to bring the head just a tiny bit out. Because the neck
And
is,
increase basically the size of the head a bit, basically, yeah, from
yeah.
the back of the head.
Because that's how actually the neck is like terrifying when you have to draw someone bored. That how much that space actually is. Nice.
Nosh. Oh, speaking of fish, there's one like a Japanese dude on YouTube Like he's like in the very south of Japan and has a channel where he catch some seafood or fish that are usually uneatable or even poisonous and eats them anyway.
Damn.
Like even some stuff like starfishes or whatever, he's like, yeah, this is full of poison, but let's cook it and have a try to bite at it.
That is interesting. So my experience with the Japanese fish cooking channels is there was one guy who I watched, and the entire channel is him cutting up fish, from puffer fish to every kind of, to lobsters to crabs,
All the fish.
shark, whale, whatever is cut right now, and sometimes he just go out to the fish market, maybe with like 500 yens, and be like, okay, now I'm going to make a sashimi dinner from 500 yen. And I don't even know, like in euros, how much that is. If it's kind of similar to Hungarian forint, I think. Maybe it's like 2 euros that he goes into the market to get stuff.
That's cheap for fish.
Yeah. So, sometimes he got stuff because he pleaded with the aunties at the stall. So like, this is only how much I have, and the auntie's like, why did you only come with that much money? Okay, here, take this. But they are the sweetest little ladies, and the whole channel is just him cutting up fish, and at the same time, you get to know the fish markets, like life, if I can say. Yeah, the nose is too high up, and the lips are also. There, and yeah, this is much better.
There is a dish I love from my hometown, but I have never cooked it myself. One of these days I need to cook it myself.
Mm.
It's something called a tiel. It's like a tart. It's like a tart filled with spicy octopus.
I stopped mid-air as I tried to type.
Hello there, lizard man.
Hi, lizard man. Hi, how are you? Okay, I think it's working now. Yee, welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh yeah, we have like a pie that is like from my hometown is very famous for a tart, a savory tart that has spicy octopus with tomato as a filling, and it's really, really good.
I got the gag reflex as you said it.
You don't like octopus?
I never had octopus.
It's delicious.
No, also, I don't like shrimp.
Man. Actually, they're so proud of their octopus pie that in the place in front of the city hall, they have put a giant statue of an octopus.
That is actually adorable.
Like a hyper realistic one, not a cute one.
Even that's cute and funny and gives a face to the town, but
Well, honestly, this is like what they are known for in terms of food. In terms of funny activities, they are known for one thing that is kind of funny. It's like the thing you'd like to see one time in your life, but then you're kind of done with it. But they're super serious about it. They have boat jousting.
what is that?
Basically, Well, you see jousting where you have two knights like on horses and they just have big lances and like smack each other.
Like the night fight.
Yeah, basically
That's
the
the
joust where they
Hungarian
just
word
like
for the whole thing. That's
so
night
yeah,
fight.
you see that where basically the two knights are in full armor and like they smack each like they run at each other with a horse
But
and
from
they
a
try to
boat.
hurt each other as a sport.
That is actually amazing. Also,
They have that
who is the
with both.
fancy stranger? I like their hat. That,
It's me, I am Marutsuespa.
Aespa is an amazing VTuber with a historic background, and sometimes you can see them in chat asking if I'm winning. I don't know how to introduce you.
It's okay, that's pretty good. But yeah, so insane, you see this whole nice stuff, they have that but with boats. So you have like a boat with like a whole lot of people on it. And they're like rowing, and at the end of the boat you have like some kind of a ladder and like some kind of a platform, and you have a guy on the platform with a lance. And so the two teams like take the boats and like go at each other, and they try to like
Run each other off the boat.
we know each other, and with the lens, the goal is to make the other one fall from off the boat.
Damn.
And it's kind of funny.
That does sound funny. Also, back to. By the way, I forgot to ask, how's the dragon holding up post exams? I also asked this. She will get the results tomorrow or today, because it's past midnight. So I asked the dragon if I should prepare a bouquet of flowers or a bouquet of tissues when I get over. And then,
Okay.
also, Hualian, thank you so much for the praise thing. I'm glad that you like my art. Okay, back to topic. We are talking about lancing.
Yeah, I actually shared you a couple of pictures so you can see the bow jousting.
Those actually look epic.
I know, right?
I didn't notice the guys with the lance.
That's cool, right?
And why can I hear like a full-on official like sport commentator?
You do have, when you go at the event, you do have a commentator saying, "Oh my God," like doing all the commenting, you know?
Like I see the first picture and I can hear the commentator and maybe some music in the background. And the people just yelling.
It's like that, actually. It's so funny, honestly. But it sounds like a cool, like a fun thing to do, like just jousting each other with boats.
We are going to knock you down from this boat. I want to know what kind of fighting words they have. But how they turn the enemy.
I don't know. But it's actually kind of also kind of funny. There's like on the highway, there's like a highway station that is near that city. And as a decoration in that station, they actually put up a used shield and lance and broken lance.
Is it a
That is kind
decoration
of,
or they have like a full-on museum for these?
it's not a full-on museum, but usually highway station in France, they try to also be kind of a touristy outlet a bit. Like they will try to sell all the local products and also show the local things to
Or
see,
like a
all the
souvenir
beautiful
shop.
stuff. And like they are like a highway station. They're also trying to be a kind of a souvenir shop for the local area.
Yeah. Oh, we have those too. Kinda like I haven't been at the hideaway shop at my country like in the past 6 years. And even
Hmm.
so, I'm not the best to commentate on that stuff. But that is interesting and also adorable and good for the town, if you think about it.
Yeah. I don't know if this is actually gonna happen, but I know about the bow jousting. They were actually talking about doing a little demonstration about bow jousting in Paris for the Olympic Games.
Sorry, I'm going to laugh at that first because I remembered the protest that happened regarding that.
Oh yeah, the protest about the people taking a poop in the river.
Yes, I actually followed that one because that is like it's a lady from the US, but she lived in France for quite a long time and works as a translator, I think, and makes YouTube videos of how much France differentiate from the US. Mostly about like the healthcare and stuff, and they done this uh, protest stuff. They covered it in the whole video, like what was the reasons why they doing this. And when you mentioned the Olympics in Paris, that's the first thing that's going to come in my mind.
Never underestimate the French when it comes to protesting.
That's true. Also, my cousin actually got engaged by the Eiffel Tower, like the most cliche romantic engagement.
That is so cliche.
It is. But I like their face. So they had that moment that otherwise the city was on fire. And they were not able to go use like one of the lanes because the trash was on the other side.
Oh yeah, it must have been when they were like when the trash collectors went on riot and decided not to collect any trash.
It might have been.
Apparently Paris was covered in litter than even. Actually, when Cersei came here for the first time and we visited Paris, it was fortunately it was just after that, so they cleaned up. But there was still a lot of demonstration from all of the movement back then from the Gilets jaunes. And there were several times where we had to like change where we were going because otherwise we would be caught in the protest and the tear gas.
Wow. Like,
And well, that was actually when it was like the full blown of the Gilets jaunes back in the day. I was with my ex back then. There was several times where we had to take shelter inside shops because of protest and tear gas.
wow.
I remember one time the protest went wild, and so we ran into a shop, and the shop closed down the curtains with all the people inside, and they decided to open the back door so people could escape the riot
Oh
and the
my
tear
god.
gas.
Yeah, never underestimate French riots. That is like a second nature. Or I don't know, like the French people have a talent for them.
When we angry, we just riot.
Yeah. The fun thing is the Hungarian as soon as the Hungarian people just try to get a smaller group together, they're like, we are going to protest about this thing and that thing, and they barely do anything, and you got suddenly the police in their face with the tear gas and so on. That's where we are. And also, sometimes they are just, yeah, we are going to go up and we are going to protest and we are going to bring the tractors.
Oh my God, did you see that thing? Like it was some months ago. There were some protests with the farmers here. And so the farmers blocked all the highways with their tractors and by putting hay all over the highways.
I haven't seen that one. We had the same thing threatened. They were
No, they
like,
did it here. They did it. They did it in they were like in a lot of cities, and at the end, all the protesters decided to move to Paris to block the entire highway all around Paris if their government was not negotiating with them.
I love people. Like,
And actually, because apparently McDonald was doing some shit with them, like refusing to buy a French farmer's product because for cheaper reason, some of them went into McDonald's and covered the entire inside of the McDonald's with pig litter, with pig feces. It would just come in with like all the feces, cover everything up, and be like, "Okay, we're done. Goodbye, sir."
I swear, protesting at France is an art form. Like,
It's an expression of individuality, just like art.
it is. Okay, that's. I don't like the jawline. Or. I need something softer.
Ooh, what did you think about Reverie?
I don't like the face shape. Let me rework it. Madam Darklight, did you eat dinner or get drinks, young lady?
You?
May my silence speak for myself.
That silence speaks 1,000 words indeed.
I ate like half a cookie.
That's not dinner.
They're going to judge me. Yeah, I might need to eat dinner at some point. At dawn. Only half, at least a whole. I can't. It's a McDonald's cookie. It's too big.
I had a McDonald's cookie, but on an actual McDonald's. Okay.
What? Be good, Mama. Go eat. No. No, honestly, I had cake for breakfast, so let me have no
Still mean you
dinner.
can have. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have dinner.
Ooh, I had so pretty cake. I want to show you. Also, Espa, if we got to the cake dog, have you
Yeah.
heard about a special kind of pastry that is called a mignon?
A mignon?
A mignon.
What is that?
Okay, let's start with the picture of the mignon. This is a pastry that I grew up thinking my whole life that it was French.
I mean, the word sounds French.
It
means
is
cute.
French.
The word mean cute.
Yeah. It is the word for cute.
And there's also technically the word for minion as well. Show me, show
I'm
me.
trying to find a nice picture where you can actually see the cross segments too. This is some like extra fancy one that I found right away. Like they are tiny cake cubes. And I thought in my whole life that these were French.
I've never seen those, no.
They are Hungarian. Like this is a local sweet. But they called mignon.
I mean, I guess why not?
I mean they
Oh, I guess, you know, just like in France, the mousse cake, we call them Bavarois, which means Bavarian, even though they're not from Bavaria,
this
from
is like the
Bavaria.
fact that the croissant is from I I think it's a croissant. I don't want to actually say something stupid, but I think that's like an Austrian dish. Like they made it first, and there is a debate about that.
And the croissant?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Austrian, although it's not a debate in France. I mean, even like, or we have a colloquial name, like a name that means everything that is croissant, pain au chocolat, like, and we have a lot of other types, like we have raisin bread here. We have a lot of these stuff, you know, made of more or less the same material. We call them viennoiserie, which means stuff from Vienna.
that is
So
actually
even
interesting.
the name technically implies that it is Austrian. Because I think the story is that it's a guy from Vienna that came here and started doing those, and it became super duper popular.
So wanted them in Austria. This reminds me of something. Not going to go. And that was my breakfast. The froggy.
Okay. The froggy one is super cute, honestly.
That is like leftover cake mixed with jam and cocoa powder.
Okay.
The same thing that in the pink cake too, but the pink cake is like colored more red.
Yeah.
And also rum. Not the actual thing, just the aroma. And they mixed that together, and with the frogo they put this fondant on it.
That's interesting. Yeah, I was not expecting to see that that cake because I mean we have a cake with a similar name here, but it has nothing to do with it. Look at that. This is what we call péché mignon.
Isn't that just a peach cake?
Kind of a peach cake, yeah, with like meringue on the top that is burnt a bit.
Oh, with the burnt part, you reminded me of something else. Like, this is going to be a crime. Burnt sugar mixed with ground walnut.
Like burnt sugar with what?
With grounded walnut mixed into the burnt sugar. And they use that to form different kind of stuff.
I think I've seen similar cakes using like here I've seen stuff. Yeah, I have seen that. We have that.
That's
Here
grillage.
is not done with walnut. Here is not
Yeah.
done with walnut. Here is done with almonds.
Oh,
But we do the same. We call that nougatine. We do that with almond.
that sounds
But
interesting.
it's interesting to see that you guys do it with walnuts. I wouldn't have thought of it, but now that you say it, maybe it opens up new possibilities for.
It's Hungarian. It's called grillage. Like for example, these kind of cakes. I just learned this year that they are wedding gifts. So like, they basically buy it for the couple, And the tradition behind them is that the bride have to smash these cakes into pieces with a wooden spoon. And the more pieces it breaks down, the happier the marriage is gonna be.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
It
But what
is.
if I tell you that our version, the nougatine, is also used for marriage, actually?
That is interesting.
Like here, the typical French cake for marriage is what we call pièce montée. So it's a bunch of shoes. The shoe, the tiny pastry bowl thing that is empty inside.
No,
It's a lot of shoe. Hmm?
no,
Well,
I need to think about what.
okay, I will show you a picture of a pièce montée, and so you will see what I mean.
Yeah, you.
Here we go.
That is interesting. Like, it almost looks
Oh,
the same, but I can tell that it's completely different. This looks like a Ferrero Rocher cake.
I can see it. So it's choux. So choux is a very bland pastry thing that basically is hollow inside. And we filled those with like vanilla custard and chocolate custard and whatnot. And we basically make a tower with them, and we solidify the tower with nougatine, so
Wait.
like the almond version of the Hungarian walnut thing.
E.
We solidify with like that, and then we also pour caramel on top that will drip down and cover all the shoes. And that is
I know
our
that pastry,
typical wedding
the
cake.
shoe that you say, but from with a different name, and that's why I'm stuck up. But when
Mm,
you said that you guys feel it, that's when I remembered. Oh, I know these.
yeah, funnily enough, we use like nougatine. Well, we put it with some other stuff too, but we do use nougatine for marriages as well. Kind of funny to see like Hungary and France got similar ideas for marriage
Oh,
cakes.
like actually, in Europe, there are many connections.
Yeah, sometimes more than we realize.
Yeah, because we basically developed as countries together. We were on each other's neck, and we might have our own little thing, but we were like, "Oh, the neighbor done this." But we don't have what the neighbor has. But we have this. This is kind of similar. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
Actually, most especially is the Eastern Europe side is fully this. That oh, they have this. We also have this. Let's do it. Oh, and thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you. You be the hardworking mama. Please reward yourself with a hearty meal. Honestly, I think that I have some frozen chicken breast in the freezer. I'm probably going to toss it in the air fryer and eat it with bread. But there are many things that kind of similar in Europe to each other without noticing that it's probably the same, a similar
and
thing.
sometimes it can be by simple exchange, but sometimes it can be by coincidence.
Yeah.
It's like in France, we have a part that is called Alsace, which is basically Germany, honestly. It's more German than it is French.
I I think I heard about that region.
Yeah.
It probably I might have talked with you about it.
Like their main, like their traditional language is actually German. So yeah, and but among their specialities, they have one which is pasta. They actually make a traditional pasta that has no connection with the Italian pasta, but they actually make pasta over there.
As you said pasta, I heard the Italian music in my head.
Yeah, they make
Some favorite. So yes, pasta.
yeah, they call it Pitzels or something like that. Spitzel. But yeah, they're basically just pasta and shaped like pasta and used like pasta, just
It's just, it's
German.
all kind of pasta.
Yeah, it's just pasta, but not in Italy for some reason.
Do you guys have any savory dishes that have like just your regular dough with what's the raising agent? I forgot the
Yeast?
English. So
Yeast?
huh?
The
Yeah,
yeast?
yeast. A simple yeast dough that you guys fry.
Yeah, we do. A lot of them. Like some of them some of them being savory and some of them being sweet.
Think about the savory one that you create almost like a pizza. So it's like a wide and round thing. Do you guys have that?
We don't have it, no. We do have something we call bruschetta.
I know bruschetta,
Bruschetta?
but that's more like bread.
No, we don't.
This is the
But
Hungarian langosh.
okay, that's interesting.
What do you mean it's too big?
We do have like here like a bruschetta that is especially in Corsica, which is extreme, and in Nice, which are extremely Italian influenced. They make basically a giant, like they take a giant like bread and they cut it in slices and they just make a pseudo pizza with that.
That's interesting.
Okay, I've never seen what you're showing me.
That's Hungarian langosh. That's just yeast dough fried with sour cream and cheese.
I
That's
mean, that
one of the
works.
proudest Hungarian dishes ever. Is
I
it
mean, why
really?
not? I've never seen that.
I showed you something new then. They're actually quite tasty, but because you basically can put any kind of savory ingredients on them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I heard some people eat it with sugar because it's kind of like donuts,
I see.
but more airy because of the yeast. They let it go on more.
Yeah, I think here in France, the only food we know about Hungary is paprika.
Not even goulash.
Not even goulash, we only know paprika. You are the first, it's with you that I heard the term goulash.
Because honestly, most people know goulash, and even then, they not actually know. It's so weird to say it as the English say.
We only know paprika here.
And by paprika, you mean the spice pepper,
Yeah,
or like a
basically
dish?
no, just the spice, like just the not very strong pepper, not the very like the very sweet um chili pepper that is turned into powder.
Yeah.
So yeah,
In
that's
in Hungary, every pepper Not the
Yeah, I
black
mean,
pepper, but everything. Cayenne pepper, everything is paprika.
yeah, basically just that what the term means, like what paprika means in
Yeah,
Hungary, but here
the
it just
paprika is
turned
pepper.
into the meaning of it just turned into the meaning of like chili pepper that is extremely soft, that is not very strong, and then turned into pepper, into powder, sorry.
That's actually interesting.
I mean, it happens usually, like it's very common in languages to take like a small word from a language that means like a very general thing and just apply it for
One
a
specific thing.
small, more specific thing.
That is interesting.
It's a very common thing happening. Oh, and speaking of pepper, it's you will find this funny, but here we have like a very, very soft pepper that almost doesn't burn or doesn't burn at all. And
Hmm?
we call them vegan peppers.
And my soul with TV and copy paprika, which is like they are bell peppers basically.
Yeah. Well, here basically those bell peppers, but like super tiny ones that are shaped like a chili pepper, but are just basically just tiny bell pepper. We call them vegan peppers.
Vegan peppers.
Well,
And
vegan
as
chili
if
peppers.
not all of the peppers would be vegan.
Yeah, I guess the idea is we call them vegan peppers because like they're soft and I guess vegans are weak. So
The roasting. I mean, languages do that also.
but I do agree that technically all peppers are vegan, but I don't know.
Okay, we are learning more and more stuff, people. I swear this stream is like a morbid education stream about European
I
culture.
mean, this is not no morbid. This is fun. No, this is little
Oh, true. We,
tidbits.
we got the morbid part down with the brain
Yeah,
and and the rest.
I still want to do the brain stuff for the Halloween stream.
I'm gonna skip that stream. I'm so just because I'm a vegan.
The only problem though is that I don't really like brains. I would like describe eating brains as eating fat. Basically, it's just like a big bowl of fat. Barely any flavor.
I mean, I sometimes eat fat with bread,
Yeah, but it's like it has
like a
flavor,
log.
like with pork. Like it's here is as if you were eating like a big piece of fat that has no flavor and that is soft.
That sounds terrifyingly bad.
Yeah, it's really bad, honestly.
Oh, look at this little guy.
It looks so happy.
This was, I swear, unintentional to make it happy.
He happy.
This is how just the facial structure usually look like. I will mute that for okay, we don't mention that again.
Yeah, we won't mention it again.
So I saw something. Have you wanted a Chick-fil-A style chicken sandwich? What is a Chick-fil-A style chicken sandwich looks like?
I don't know. I was just told by Cersei that Chick-fil-A is apparently terrible.
Yeah, like
Oh, it's basically just a chicken burger.
oh, chicken burger. had those, the McDonald's kind.
Yeah, I had also the KFC ones. Eh,
I never
I prefer
actually eaten
Wendy's.
KFC in my life yet.
Really?
Because first of all, most of my life we didn't even had any KFC stores nearby, and
KFC is pretty recent in France, actually. It's
same
only
in
been here,
Hungary.
like,
Like,
so I wouldn't be surprised that it hasn't really been that, like in Hungary, it hasn't been there for long either.
we had it in the capital, I think. And actually, I think
Yeah.
in the recent 10 years they started moving around the country. Compared to that, we had McDonald's since I don't know how long.
Yeah, it's actually exactly the same in France. Like, we didn't have any KFC until 10 years ago, while McDonald's was here seemingly forever.
Same, same. And when KFC opened up, we were already in such a financial situation as a country that you need to double think to get anything from them for your
Really,
wallet's
they are that
sake.
expensive?
It is kinda. So if I would translate the price, it would sound cheap, but with the
Yeah, you have to compare that with salary.
yeah, and compared with that, it's expensive. So that's why I never had. I also never had Burger King.
Burger King is also pretty recent in France, only been here since KFC has been here. But the only thing I like about them is their onion rings.
I never had anything from them. But compared to that, I had the Wendy's, and the Wendy's chicken burger was amazing.
You have Wendy's in Hungary? Or
No,
was it in America?
it
Oh,
was
in
it
America,
was in the
right?
US. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, Wendy's is probably the best out of those chains in America. For burgers, at least, I mean.
Most that I knew about Wendy's was the sassy Twitter post.
Yeah, same.
And then one time we got burgers from there, and this is like an actual burger. Because I was surprised, for example, in McDonald's at how thin the burgers were.
In France, they're pretty okay, but
Yeah, in Hungary too,
yeah,
but in the US, when I went there,
yeah, they're terrible. Yeah.
that's surprising.
By the way, I was wondering, is in what color is McDonald's in Hungary?
Right now we are in the sad brown era,
Okay,
and
cause since like 15 years ago, in France, all the McDonald's has decided to change color, and they changed the red and yellow to green and yellow.
yeah, we also had the green and yellow, and we are now in the yellow brown.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting. Oh, that's
So
fine. I can explain the quality issue with McDonald's in the US. Yeah, I know it's really bad in the US, and in the US they go for cheap, like being the cheapest and so the crappiest. Well, I think in Europe in general they try to actually be much better quality in order to survive here.
yeah,
I know actually during at some point in Europe they did try to be bad quality, but okay, you will find it also funny. But at some point in France, before they decided to turn quality, they were so bad. And it was also during a time where people hated the US and was feeling being culturally invaded by the US. And so some farmers, yet again, decided to come to several McDonald's and take down McDonald's signs with a farmers
The
opinion.
farmers always win. Don't mess with the farmers and their cows. Aespa?
Yeah,
Ah, for a
I'm just
second I thought
laughing.
that you cut out.
No, I'm just laughing. Maybe the mic is not picking up.
The,
Yeah,
the issue is the most prevalent in urban or metropolitan areas. They mostly try to get food as plentiful and fast as possible. Yeah.
yeah, and they prioritize big quantities over making qualities. All in Europe, they are generally trying now to go more. Well, they're not like super good restaurant quality either, but they try to be on the higher end of the like fast food chains.
Yeah. Now I have a Eurovision song playing in my head. Someone sent help.
You know, I have actually never watched Eurovision.
I started like 2 years ago because one of my friends, they were like, "Yeah, I'm skipping your stream because the Eurovision is going," and I was like, I stopped stream and I started watching with, and that's when I got hooked for all the BS that goes on, and they have quite a few amazing songs that I think worth listening to. But also the drama of the actual contest is just too much.
Yeah,
And
I heard this year was quite something, like with Israel and everything.
with Israel and then
And there was the
the
Netherlands.
Netherlands got disqualified. I don't even know how that case going. But the second place song, that's what started going in my head. It was from Croatia, and one of the lyrics is I'm a big boy now. I'm gonna leave and leave my cow. That's like the lyrics of the song, and it start playing in my head, and I need someone to save. 'Cause-
I don't know why, but Eurovision songs always sound like the goofiest ones.
because the goofiest ones get the higher spot. Like really, like also for quite a few years, from what I learned from history channels reporting on the Eurovision, were like, okay, yeah, we are going to do meme songs. And basically, they trolled the whole Eurovision thing. That they Ireland brought a turkey on stage, and I don't know which country was it that they basically had a full-on adult film app. Not even app, just the show was touching that level.
Honestly, I think it's better that it's all about meme songs.
Same,
It
like
may, like it makes for a much memorable experience than if it's just like random good songs out there.
yeah, and also I kind of feel like the humor with the main meme songs would serve a better purpose for the whole thing because it was created to unite the nations after the VB2. And
Yeah.
nowadays it's just a political fight
Yeah, I
disguised
really
as a song
feel like
contest.
it's just nations extending their power over pop culture.
Yup.
I really feel like it, yeah.
Root beer. I also never had root beer.
I had root beer last time I went to USA. I didn't like it. It's way too sweet. Like, way, way too much. The flavor, like the root beer flavor itself is okay,
It's
but
sweet. I'm
it's
one.
just too much sugar.
You can never have enough sugar.
Which brand? Fuck, I know. Heck, I know. I don't know, man. That was Cersei. She was like, "Oh yeah, this is an okay one," and I just tried an okay one. I don't know, man. You ask me brands of root beers. I don't know. It was root beer. Maybe if I ever find an artist, maybe it was. I'm looking at root beer. Maybe it was AW. I
Oh yeah,
vaguely remember that.
they are
Was
like the
that a
most
good
famous
one?
ones too with root beer.
Yeah, I think it was maybe AW. But honestly, maybe if I can find like an actual artisanal root beer, maybe I would go for it just to try.
Yeah, you always need to compare the artisanal to the big company one because sometimes it's surprising to see the difference.
It really is. I would really love to have like an actual homemade one.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish the code and I'm probably going to call it a day.
Yeah, it's getting late, isn't it?
Like, it's almost 1 p.m.
1 a.m., yeah.
PM,
Or
AM, AM.
I'm gonna be EP tomorrow morning when I wake up.
I'm sorry that I'm keeping you up so much.
Don't worry about it. I'm actually having a lot of fun here.
Yay. Yeah, I'm putting this back on to see the difference, and I need to do a stretching my back. I will probably make a care package for dark light for old school root beer with sugar, cane sugar. 1 a.m. I will start cooking. So I need to take you, Espa, copy paste to just chatting.
What
Say
is it?
bye. Woo! Join me. Okay, wait. I don't know how to place you on one pizza.
Yeah, also because like the body proportions are so different. Like,
So different, and we are holding hands
yay!
unintentionally.
We're holding hands.
Yeah, I might make myself smaller. Where am I? I have so many things on.
Actually, wait, it reminds me of a meme. Well, this meme.
When VTubers together. Yes. It, it's a Kingdom Heart, man. Yes, yes, that that some point was a. I still want to. Okay, I'm getting lost in doing stuff that I wanted to say bye and oh, I found it. Boing! Okay, now I'm small. It's not so. Okay. Ending stream. And
We're not holding hands anymore. Wait.
me. This is wholesome. I approve of scandal. But these
I'm
artwork are
protecting hand
laughing so
holding.
slimy. Yay! I'm glad that you like it. Eyes also cover. Also tell me if I need to change anything. So yeah, we got a few things done today. Just thank you so much. Thank you so much, Espa, for joining me for this long. You are
No
amazing.
problem. Anytime, honestly. I'd love to do that again.
We can do it again. Like You probably have to face me again being like full on social anxiety, like, I don't know, should we do it, should we not?
It's okay. I will know to just stall the call.
Yeah. You might even jump scare me, which is even better. But yeah. So, ending screen. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for the amazing art.
I just tried to get work done before my holiday. This was like, I need to do this, and I wish all of you have an amazing day or night, and see you guys later. In 2 days, hopefully. And you guys are amazing. You guys are treasures. Thank you so much. Bye bye.